Good evening, you're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. Assigned by His Majesty the Sultan, the Interior Minister conveys His Majesty's condolences to pupils' families who died in Samad-e-Shan as a result of heavy rains. The number of deaths increases to 18 as a direct result of the weather condition. And Oman LNG signs an agreement to export 800,000 metric tons per annum of LNG to the Japanese JERA company. Welcome back to the news center from the Sultanate of Oman television. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq sent a cable of greetings to His Excellency Dr. Bashar al-Assad, President of the Syrian Arab Republic, on the occasion of his country's National Day. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq also sent a cable of greetings to His Excellency President Peter Pellegrini on the occasion of him being elected as President of the Slovak Republic. Assigned by His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq, His Excellency Sayyid Hamoud bin Faisal al-Busaidi, Minister of Interior, conveyed condolences and sympathy of His Majesty to the families of the pupils who died in Samad-e-Shan in North Ash-Sharqiyya Governorate as a result of heavy rains and gushing floods during the current adverse weather conditions. His Majesty prayed to the Almighty Allah to have mercy on the deceased and grant their families solace and patience to bear this definite loss. The number of deaths has risen to 18 people as a result of the direct effects of the weather condition that the Sultanate of Oman is currently facing. Search and rescue teams found 2 of the missing 4 persons in Wilayat al-Mudibi, one of whom is in good health and condition and the other is dead, and search is still ongoing for the other 2 missing persons. Meanwhile, the various sectors of the National Emergency Management Committee continue to provide assistance to citizens and residents and to deal with the direct effects of the weather condition by opening roads, restoring electricity and communication services, and dealing with reports of vehicles drifting, people being trapped in their vehicles in wadis, and also in water entering homes and shops. Several governorates in the Sultanate of Oman witnessed varying intensity of rainfall due to the effects of the low-pressure system that will continue until tomorrow, Wednesday. The rainfall was concentrated on the governorates of Musandam al-Barimi and North al-Batina, with scattered showers on most of the governorates of the Sultanate. The rain led to flowing of several wadis and tributaries and the formation of waterfalls in mountainous areas, accompanied by hail shower. The National Early Warning Center for Multiple Hazards of the Civil Aviation Authority issued alert number 4 regarding the expected heavy rainfall tonight and tomorrow morning, Wednesday. The center expects heavy thunderstorms with rainfall ranging from 30 to 100 millimeters in the governorates of Musandam, Al-Barimi, Al-Dahira, North and South Al-Batina, Al-Dakhiliya, Muscat, North and South Al-Sharqiyya and Al-Wusta, leading to the flowing of tributaries with chances of scattered thunderstorms, occasionally in Dhofar Governorate. The weather condition will be accompanied by hail showers, strong winds ranging from 15 to 45 knots, and an increase in sea wave height along most of the coasts of Oman's coast from 2 to 3 meters, with reduced horizontal visibility during rainfall. The Civil Aviation Authority urges extreme caution during thunderstorms, avoiding crossing wadis, staying away from low-lying areas, and refraining from sea activities during this weather condition. To keep us updated on the latest weather conditions here in the country, we now have on the line with us Mohammed bin Ali al-Mshaikhi, the meteorological specialist at the Civil Aviation Authority, who will provide more details on the low trough depression. Welcome, Mohammed, and do please tell us about the updates of the current weather condition.
Thank you very much for having me today. And first of all, there is a cloud coverage over the northern part of the Sultanate Governorate with the thunderstorms or thunderstorms and cells around governorates of Shamal, North Al-Batina, and Al-Dhahira and Musandam. Also Dakhiliya and North Al-Sharqiyya and the parts of Al-Wusta and Dhafar governorate. With the continuance of development of those thunderstorms, and these storms will affect the same governorates as I mentioned. Those storms are associated with several phenomena, such very heavy rainfall associated with the hailstones varies in sizes. Also, very fresh and strong downdraft with the strength of between 15 knots to 45 knots, with the wind speed of 15 varies between 15 to 45 knots, and we're expecting to the visibility reduction in those affected areas.
Yes, Mohammed, what about the next hours till tomorrow night? What are we expecting during this weather condition?
So the next hours, we are expecting to see the continuance of this severe weather on Al-Brahimi, on Al-Musandam, also North Al-Batina and Dhahira, Dakhiliya, also South Al-Batina and Muscat, with the varies of heavy rainfall tonight. As we published the warning number 4. Starting from 10 p.m. today to tomorrow morning 8 a.m.
Yes, Mohammed, during this weather phenomenon, what phenomenons can be associated with severe weather like this condition?
Yeah, as you mentioned, severe weather, there is a very heavy rainfall which leads to flash floods of the wadis in the mentioned areas or governorates associated with the hailstones and very fresh and strong downdraft. Wind speed varies between 15 to 45 knots, which is 28 kilometers to 83 kilometers. Also, the state will be moderate to rough, varies. The height of the waves will be from 2 meters to 3 meters. Also, the reduction, this phenomena is associated with the reduction in visibility as very rainfall, heavy thunder showers and rainfall.
Yes, thank you, Mohammed, for giving us your precious time and updating us on the current weather condition.
Yes, sure.
That was meteorological specialist Mohammed bin Ali al-Mshaikhi from the Civil Aviation Authority, keeping us updated on this weather condition. To ensure the safety of school students, the Ministry of Education said that it has been decided to continue suspending work in schools and applying distance learning in all public, private and foreign schools in all the governorates of the Sultanate of Oman on Wednesday, 17th of April 2024, with the exception of the governorates of Dhafar and Al-Wusta. The decision was made in the view of the weather alerts issued by the National Multi-Hazard Early Early Warning Center and with reference to the Central Emergency Management Committee's follow-up with the authorities concerned. It was reported that the heavy rains are likely to persist due to the current trough that continues to impact different governorates of the Sultanate of Oman. The ministry said that normal work and classes will resume in schools with effect from Thursday, 18th of April 2024. Welcome back to the news center from the Sultanate of Oman. Oman LNG announced the signing of the Sales and Purchase Agreement SPA with JERA Co. The agreement delivers 800,000 metric tons per annum of LNG from Oman LNG for 10 years starting from 2025. This agreement strengthens the partnership between Oman LNG and JERA, being the largest LNG importer in Japan. Oman LNG also continues to grow market access in Japan, as Japan has been a key market player for Omani LNG in the past 2 decades. Statistics issued by the National Center for Statistics and Information (NCSI) show a positive increase in the total foreign assets at the Central Bank of Oman (CBO), which rose by 7.8% till the end of January 2024. More details and statistics are in the following report. 2,900 million Omani riyals is the value of increase in domestic liquidity by the end of last January on an annual basis, which is equivalent to 14%, bringing the total to 23,375 million Omani riyals. The National Center for Statistics and Information (NCSI) indicated that a decrease in the total issued cash to record 1,575 million Omani riyals. In contrast, the narrow definition of money supply, which consists of total cash outside the banking system plus current accounts and demand deposits in the local currency, rose by more than 9%, exceeding 6 billion Omani riyals. The total foreign assets at the Central Bank of Oman also increased by about 8%, registering more than 6,700 million Omani riyals. Private sector deposits in commercial banks and Islamic windows approached 19,560 million Omani riyals, increasing by more than 11%. Similarly, the total loans and financing by commercial banks and Islamic windows increased to reach 30,485 million Omani riyals. The average interest rate on total loans also saw an increase, recording more than 5.5%, while the real exchange rate index of the Omani riyal reached 116 points by the end of last January 2024. The Fishery Control Department of the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries and Water Resources issued a total of more than 4,800 violations during the past year, while the total amount of the confiscated fish reached over 24,000 kilograms. Statistics from the ministry indicated that the number of licensing violations amounted to 2,672 violations. It was noted that 79 violations of them were recorded for catching prohibited fish, 21 violations for the shrimp fishing, and 26 violations for catching sofela fish. The ministry also recorded 608 violations for using or possessing prohibited fishing methods, equipment, and devices, 120 violations for fishing in prohibited areas, 195 violations for employing foreign labor, and 741 violations for not displaying signs on boats and ships. Additionally, 209 violations were recorded for tracking devices. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's news bulletin, here are the main points once again. Assigned by His Majesty the Sultan, the Interior Minister conveys His Majesty's condolences to the pupils' families who died in Samad al-Shan as a result of heavy rains. The number of deaths increased to 18 as a direct result of the weather condition. And Oman LNG signs an agreement to export 800,000 metric tons per annum of LNG to the Japanese JERA company. As the Sultanate of Oman grieves the loss of the precious lives due to the current weather conditions, we urge all of you, dear citizens and residents of our beloved homeland, please stay at home and avoid wadis and low-lying areas and follow the weather updates issued by the relevant authorities. We pray that Allah the Almighty keeps the Sultanate of Oman, its leadership and its people safe. Have a blessed evening.